25th, 2024. Mental health is real. Seek help, end the stigma. On the news this afternoon. Lawyer slams court for interfering in Rivers budget presentation crisis. Port Harcourt women demand end to market harassment. On the foreign scene, Pakistan police clash with supporters of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. I'm Ife Chukwumoilen with the news. Now, lawyer and human rights activist Liberus Oshoma says it is not the responsibility of the Federal High Court to restrict financial allocation to Rivers State. His remark comes after the Court of Appeal in Abuja reserved judgment in a case filed by Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara challenging the Federal High Court ruling that barred the Central Bank of Nigeria from releasing monthly allocations to the state. Speaking on Arise Television, Mr. Oshoma said the High Court is interfering in the responsibilities of the State House of Assembly. He said, if at all, the Rivers State Governor acted improperly in presenting the 2024 budget to a full-member Rivers State House of Assembly. The consequences of his actions should not be meted out on the Rivers people.
So, if the House of Assembly now feels that the governor has committed an infraction against the constitution, it is left for the House of Assembly to deal with, and not for the court to say, because we operate, like I said, a feeding bottle system, punish the entire of River State because you fear it's interfering or dealing with powers of the State Assembly.
Some young women in Port Harcourt are calling for an end to groping by male traders in Popular Market in Port Harcourt. They made the call today as World Mass Eliminate Violence Against Women. As you may know, groping and catcalling are usual in large and very busy markets in River State. Speaking in an interview, whenever they are touched and solicited by men in the market.
I feel so angry, so irritated, because sometimes you don't know what that one carries for mind when they touch you. And most of them, they don't even bath. In fact, I feel violated anytime they touch me. My advice is that you learn how to touch women.
I feel embarrassed most times. I don't like it, honestly. I don't like when they will just see how they will drag you, to touch you. Sometimes you even fall down in the act of dragging. How do they touch me, finish or something? But I don't know don't like it. Because they harass you by touching you. Even some videos from people.
You see this character, you see a lot of people must have cost come and buy 5 kilos. Sorry, market to sign. There's peace in the market. Don't for the peace. So not driving by violence, the peace anywhere they are buying market. That's why they call.
The River State Commissioner of Health has called on girls to report sexual violence that the State Ministry has trained person of health to redact violence should start to take a proactive approach by educating their families about sexual and gender-based violence.
I enjoin everyone to report cases to the nearest health facility for prompt action. It is important to know that healthcare providers are often the first point of contact for survivors. I would encourage everyone listening to be proactive. Educate yourselves and your families about sexual and gender-based violence. Speak up against harmful behavior, even if it is something as seemingly small as a hurtful joke. Support the River State government and other organizations that respond to survivors by investing to prevent this scourge.
Speaking on this year's theme, Unite to End Violence Against Women, Dr. Adeze said violence is preventable but requires investment and collective action.
The theme is a call to schools, businesses. We all have a role to play. This includes educating ourselves, challenging harmful behavior, and investing in programs that empower and protect everyone against gender-based violence. Violence is preventable, but it requires sustained investment, both financial and social investment. By working together and committing resources to prevention, we can create communities that are safer and healthier for everyone.
The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has called for urgent action to combat gender-based violence as she joined the global observance of the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. In a message today on X to mark the beginning of the annual 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence, the First Lady also pointed to the persistence of harmful practices such as child marriage and female genital mutilation in Nigeria, which are often justified by cultural or religious norms. The International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women calls for collective effort to eliminate all forms of abuse, discrimination, and harm targeted at women. Elsewhere, the Akwa Ibom State government has launched an investigation into the condition of boarding facilities in 25 public schools after a viral video showed students at Presbyterian Senior Science College, EDDEB, eating substandard meals. In response to the video, which sparked outrage, the state's Commissioner for Education, Edongezit Itiebet, conducted an unscheduled visit to the school. Mrs. Itiebet revealed the suspension of the school's principal, Dr. Nse Sunday Umo, pending the investigation's outcome. In another development, a BBC investigation has uncovered a disturbing scam in Nigeria where women desperate to conceive are duped into believing in fake fertility treatment, and in the end, they are given trafficked babies. One of such victims, Chioma, claims a baby named Hope is her biological son, though her story has been met with skepticism, including from her husband's family. Now, according to the report, these scams involve administering fake treatment, inducing false pregnancies, and orchestrating fake deliveries, often preying on societal pressure and stigma around infertility. The BBC said it infiltrated a clinic located at Ihiala local government area in Anambra State, run by one woman known as Dr. Ruth, and discovered women are charged exorbitant fees and fed misinformation to sustain the illusion of pregnancy. Authorities in Anambra State have raided such facilities, rescuing pregnant women held captive and exposing a network that exploits vulnerable women. Despite being allowed to keep baby Hope, Chioma's case highlights the urgent need to address societal attitudes and systemic failures that enable these scams to thrive. Still to come, NDLEA seizes 4.3 billion naira worth of opioids at One, Tinkan Port. Stay with us. Yeah, welcome back. And now the rest of the news. Report says there's been an oil spill in Boni local government area of River State. The report said the spill happened on Saturday in Iloma community and has quickly spread to other communities due to the heavy current in the creeks and rivers. The communities said to be affected include Iloma, Epelema, Orupiri, Ayaminima, Minima, Oloma, and Ogwede, amongst others. Now, residents are said to have been forced to leave their homes due to the spill. The report said others scoop the crude oil from the rivers and creeks. We will bring you further details in subsequent bulletins. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC River State Command says its operatives have arrested two suspected pipeline vandals with gallons filled with scooped petrol. The State Deputy Commandant, NSCDC, Ruben Lesso, said the suspects were arrested at the site of vandalized pipelines belonging to multinational oil companies in Omakoro community in Ibueche, Eche local government area.
Our men have been on ground here, and they are still on ground to ensuring that and the government will come and take care of them. We have arrested, I think, two of the suspects, and a lot of them ran away. The motorcycle they used, a lot of them, they are parked there. We have arrested a lot of the instruments they used for this kind of act.
Well, Mr. Lesso assured that the spill from the vandalized pipeline has been put under control and that the owners of the facility are currently working on the flow station to stop the evaporation of the vandalized section of the pipeline.
What we want to tell the public in respect to these guys is that what they are seeing here is very dangerous. It is not even something they can use in the house. They cannot use it in their vehicle. So pumping out from their various villages to come and tap it is just like risking their lives. So I'm advising the youth of this place, the leader of the youth, advising the chiefs and the paramount rulers was here to call their subject to order. The Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Rivers State Command, don't have any room for vandals here. Because if you are caught, you are going to jail straight.
In the meantime, 2 containers of imported opioids with a street value of 4.3 billion naira have been intercepted in Tinkan Island and the Port Harcourt Port Complex, ONE. The NDLEA spokesman, Femi Babafemi, said that drugs were intercepted during a joint examination with men of the Nigeria Customs Service and other security agencies. He gave a breakdown of the seizures as a total of 168,000 bottles of codeine-based syrup worth 1.1 billion naira in street value recovered from one of the containers. He said the second one contained 4.5 million pills of Super Royal Tramadol valued at 3.2 billion naira. And now the Nigerian Meteorological Agency, NIMET, and the Nigeria Governors Forum, NGF, says they will sign a memorandum of understanding to strengthen their collaboration against climate change. A statement by NIMET on Monday said the collaboration is in the interest of Nigeria's continued socio-economic development. In business, a tax consultant, Clement Akanibo, says eliminating taxes on poverty in Nigeria is achievable if Nigerians embrace digitalization. Mr. Akanibo, a former chairman of the Chartered Institute of Taxation, Port Harcourt, explains that digitalization will enable the tax committee to track earnings and identify those within the poverty bracket. Speaking during an interview with our correspondent, he highlighted the importance of keeping accurate financial records and urged Nigerians to maintain records of their finances as part of their responsibility as taxpayers.
One of the things under revenue transformation is to make everything digital. The way you spend your money, the way you receive your money, everything is digital so that we can see what you are earning. Are you on that poverty bracket, or you are hiding some of your income and saying you are on poverty? So all these things, by the time Nigerians embrace digitalization, including the tax administration digitalization, if your hands are clean, then definitely you won't pay any tax. Yes, it can work.
Mr. Akanibo also called on the Tax Reform Committee to engage stakeholders more effectively to ensure a better understanding of the proposed reforms.
There should be continuous engagement, stakeholders engagement, the traders, women, youth, diaspora in Nigerians in diaspora, people with disabilities, students, everybody should be engaged so that they fully understand. Because some people, as soon as you talk about tax, they say, hey, you want to tax me, you want to tax me. They don't know that this bill is in their favor. So they just need to sit down for 1 minute and understand what the bill is all about. And they'll be good for it.
In entertainment, one-time Big Brother Naija winner, Phyna, was not allowed into a restaurant in Lagos due to her revealing outfit. Phyna took to X to disclose that the restaurant accused her of indecent dressing and denied her entrance. She appeared shocked by their decision. In sports, Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah says he is disappointed by the club's failure to offer him a new contract. The 32-year-old Liverpool's top scorer this season with 12 goals in all competitions is out of contract at the end of the season.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
Tens of thousands of protesters are closing on Pakistan's capital Islamabad as part of nationwide protests calling for the release of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. The march is in response to a final protest call made by Mr. Khan to his supporters, where he also called on them to remain in the capital until the government addresses their demands. Some top leaders of Khan's PTI party met him at the Rawalpindi prison, where he is serving a 3-year jail term for corruption, a charge he denies. Authorities have put Islamabad under lockdown, blocking highways and suspending mobile and internet services in certain areas.
This is the news on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
That's a wrap on the news this afternoon. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. A lawyer, Liberals Oshoma, has slammed the Federal High Court for interfering in the Rivers budget presentation crisis. Some Port Harcourt women are demanding an end to market harassment. NIMET and state governors will sign an MOU on climate change. On the foreign scene, you heard Pakistan police has clashed with supporters of former Prime Minister Imran Khan. The news was edited by Martha Okiri. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyeli. Many thanks for listening.